Hi everybody, thank you for watching. So today's video is going to be my Kathleen Lights Made Me Buy It video. So if you haven't been seeing these YouTuber Made Me Buy It videos floating around, I don't know where you've been, because they have been becoming super popular lately. I myself have done Jaclyn Made Me Buy It and then also Carli Bybel Made Me Buy It, but you guys were saying that you also wanted to see what Kathleen Lights Made Me Buy. So I'm finally getting around to filming that video. I'll leave my other two videos linked down below as well. So this kind of tag video was started by my friend KCV. I'll leave her channel linked down below. She started it off with Kathleen Lights Made Her Buy It, and then we have all just been kind of following suit. It's kind of a spin on the YouTube Made Me Buy It, where you talk about the products you bought because of the YouTube hype, except now we're pinpointing some of our favorite YouTubers and going through our collections and seeing what they convinced us to buy, what they talked about so much, maybe what they collabed on, etc. So I'm excited to share with you what Kathleen Lights Made Me Buy. Kathleen is one of my favorite YouTubers. I think she is so relatable and down to earth, and I think she just hit like 3 million subscribers on YouTube, but she is someone who I still take her opinion and her reviews very seriously. I know there's so much talk these days of, are the bigger YouTubers, you know, being honest with us? Are they, you know, doing things and promoting items just because they're getting paid or working with brands? But even though she has so many followers and she does her collabs, I still, you know, me personally, I think that she's very relatable. I think she's being honest with us. She talks about what she doesn't like, she talks about what she does like, and I just really respect her opinions. I believe in what she says, and I just think that she's a fantastic YouTuber. I love her makeup tutorials. I love that she doesn't feel the need to like wear the false lashes every day, even though I'm a false lash girl myself, but it's, you know, you always see the YouTubers that you have to have the false lash, you have to have the wing, you have to do this, you have to do that, and she keeps it true to herself, and I appreciate that so much in her. So she's definitely one of my favorite YouTubers. Not to make this video super long. I know all my videos are mostly longer videos. I know that. So I tried to pull the items that like I know specifically, like it was her and she did it. I remember the videos. I can remember what she was saying. Like she convinced me to buy those products. So that's everything that I've pulled for today's video. So if you would like to see what Kathleen Lights Made Me Buy, please keep watching. Okay, so first up, I grabbed out the Wet n Wild, the Mega Glow Contouring Palette, and mine is in Dulce de Leche. And she started talking about this when it first started coming out, and I was super curious about it, but she had such good things to say about it that I was like, okay, I'm gonna go out and buy it. And she honestly like kind of hyped this product up so much that I like went all across town trying to find it. If you were on my Snapchat back in that day, you saw me going everywhere trying so hard to find this palette. I finally found it. This is actually my second one. My first one, I'm not sure what happened. I came home from traveling, and when I opened my makeup bag, it was completely shattered, and I was so heartbroken. I went right back out and bought a new one because I was like, I need to have this. I cannot be without this. I use it so often. I use both sides. I don't know if I could pick a favorite side. I love the contour powder. I think it's great. The setting powder is like super brightening. I'm wearing the setting powder under my eyes today. I like it as a setting powder, but I also like it as a brightening powder. The contour powder is so good. It's so affordable. The pans are so big. Like, I just love this one. I did want to share too that I also ripped a nail off. It hurts so bad. If you were on my Snapchat, I showed you like the gruesome up close photo of it, but it hurts really bad. So please don't look at my nail because I don't know what to do. I don't think I can get it fixed because it actually ripped off my real nail, and it's ripped down so far, like it's ripped below the nail bed. It's very painful. I've had a band-aid on it, but I took the band-aid off for the video, but I'm like, oh, what does one do? I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. But that happened. Next thing I want to talk about is what I have on my eyes right now. This is the Tartlette in Bloom palette from Tarte Cosmetics. So I've seen Kathleen talk about this many times before. She's used it in tutorials, and I was seeing her talk about it, and I was, you know, I saw other people talk about it, and I saw them doing their tutorials, and then all of a sudden Kathleen would mention it again, and I'm like, should I be getting that palette? Why am I not getting that palette? So I finally bought it, and when I bought it, it wasn't like a new palette or anything like that, but still, like, people would talk about it so much, and she put it in another favorites video, and I was like, okay, I have to get it. And I'm so happy that I got it. It's got a big mirror here. It's got these beautiful shades. It's a very neutral palette, which is definitely very Kathleen, but it's also very me. Super neutral, beautiful pinks and browns, but there's also some sparkles in there, and then there are darker shades along the side here too for, you know, more of a dramatic or smoky eye. I think it's a beautiful palette. I think it smells really good. The only drawback of it, I would say, is that it definitely does have a lot of fallout. If you use this palette, you definitely need to do your eyes first before you do your face makeup. Even if you're using the lighter shades, you're going to get a lot of fallout, but they're very, very pigmented and very, very pretty. So the Tartlette and Bloom palette, I'm really happy that she convinced me to finally buy this one. So I have a couple of Colourpop eyeshadows in here. Colourpop, really, I discovered it through KathleenLights. I feel like she was one of the very first YouTubers that was constantly talking about Colourpop and talking about Colourpop. And I know that when they did their first collaboration, I think between KathleenLights and Colourpop, I think she said she was at like 200,000 subscribers or something like that. And I was following Kathleen right around that time, and I don't know, it was kind of like a newer brand to me, but then she was talking about it a lot, and then all of a sudden she was collabing with them, and I was like, wait, what is this brand? I feel like Kathleen's the one who kind of pushed me towards Colourpop in general. I have quite a bit from Colourpop to show, but I have 2 eyeshadows to talk about first. These were shades that were recommended from her. So she would recommend the shade Central Perk, which is a beautiful like purpley burgundy type of shade. It is way gorgeous, and I love the name Central Perk. Friends. I just thought that was so much fun. And then the other shade, I feel like I just watched a video a couple weeks ago and she was still talking about this shade. This is in LaLa, and it's one of my favorite shades. One of my absolute favorite shades. It's a beautiful like rose gold metallic shade. It is so pretty. So Central Perk and LaLa, these shades in particular from their Super Shock eyeshadows, she convinced me to buy because I was watching her videos and making my notes. She convinced me to get these 2. And of course, I don't know, I haven't seen one KathleenLights Made Me Buy It video where someone hasn't talked about this product. And of course, I'm talking about the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. KathleenLights made everybody go out and buy this bronzer, and I was definitely one of them. It's a gorgeous bronzer. I'm wearing it today. It smells heavenly. I love the way it smells. You get a lot of product. Physicians Formula is more expensive, so this was actually, I believe, my very first Physicians Formula purchase, and it was because it was 75% off at my CVS. Otherwise, I don't know if I could have done it, but looking back, I would probably repurchase this one. Maybe even if it was just like a little bit of a discount, like a 25% discount, maybe I would buy it. But it's so hard to pay such a high price tag at the drugstore. Like, you just feel like you're being gypped, you know what I'm saying? This bronzer is so beautiful. Everybody loves it and talks about it for a very good reason, because it's a very, very, very good bronzer. So KathleenLights, she made the whole world buy this bronzer. So next up, this is kind of cheating because I didn't purchase it myself, but a wonderful subscriber purchased it for me. She heard me talking about this in a Will I Buy It video where I was talking about KathleenLights and her KL polish, the brand that she just put out, and I was saying how I wanted to make a purchase from them, and I hadn't yet, and my wonderful subscriber Danielle actually sent me a polish. So she sent me the KL polish and a really sweet note saying that she knew that I really wanted to get a nail polish, so she picked one up for me. She got me the shade Snickerdoodle, and I was actually going to paint my nails today, and then this happened, so I don't know yet what I'm doing about this nail, but as soon as I get my nails fixed, then I am painting in the shade Snickerdoodle, which looks to be like just a beautiful nude shade, which is probably similar to what I have on and what I wear most days. These type of shades so much, and I'm really excited to try out KL polish and her brand and see what it's all about. I love nail polish, even though I do get acrylics put on. I don't have them paint them at the salon, and I come home and paint my own nails because I love nail polish and I have so many, so I was really excited to add Snickerdoodle to my collection. Everything else, when I was getting ready for this video, I was just throwing things in my cute little mug, my Girl Boss mug. My friend Wendy, who's a fellow author, Wendy Nunnery, she sent me this mug, and I just thought it was the cutest thing, and I thought it would make sense for this video since Kathleen is definitely a girl boss. So just pulling some items out of here. This is a lipstick from Wet n Wild. It's in the shade Bare It All, and this was a long time ago. I actually don't know for sure if I even had my YouTube channel yet. I was still just watching videos, and I was watching Kathleen's, and she did a dupes video, and I think it was all lipsticks, all lipstick dupes. Said that this Wet n Wild Bare It All is a dupe for MAC's Velvet Teddy. So before I actually started my channel, when I was just really getting into watching all these makeup and beauty videos, everybody talked about MAC. It was MAC everything. I remember one of the very first like high-end purchases I made, I looked up where a MAC store was because I did not know that answer, and I went and bought like a MAC Whirl lip liner and a MAC pigment, and I just thought, I was like, oh my gosh, if I am gonna be on YouTube, I need to buy MAC because everybody talks about MAC. And she put in there that this was a dupe for MAC, and I was like, I'm gonna buy it because Mac's expensive and Wet n Wild, this was like $1.99 at CVS, and I was like, that's what I'm gonna do. And it's such a beautiful shade. The packaging can get a little bit crazy and messy because this just kind of like rolls up and rolls down. Sometimes it doesn't roll down all the way. So the packaging is a little bit messy, but it's a beautiful shade. It's $1.99. Like, you can't even beat that. It's such a gorgeous lipstick, and I still wear it all the time. That's what Bare It All looks like. I do not own any MAC lipsticks actually, so I don't own Velvet Teddy, so I can't tell you for sure, but she said Bare It All is a dupe, and I think it's a gorgeous lipstick. I would totally recommend this. Then also out of my little jar, she was recommending the NYX Micro Brow Pencil for a while, and she was using this a lot to fill in her brows. And another thing that I really like about Kathleen Lights is that she's very like drugstore oriented, like not only Colourpop, but like a lot of Wet n Wild. She's always wearing Wet n Wild products, and I appreciate that because sometimes bigger YouTubers can definitely start to do things way out of our price range, and it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Normal people can't go out and buy all that stuff. So I definitely appreciate that she uses a lot of drugstore items. She's got drugstore favorites videos out there, and I think those are really helpful. But she was recommending the NYX Micro Brow Pencil for a while, and I had seen other people using it, and then when she started to recommend it and use it, I was like, oh, okay, I'll give it a try. I actually don't like this. This pencil is not for me. I feel like you had to really like press down really hard and like just kind of like, I don't know, it took a lot. I was really trying to use it, and then I switched over to the Benefit Goof Proof pencil, and I thought that was way better. So the NYX Micro Brow Pencil didn't work out for me, unfortunately. So a primer that she recommended is from Makeup Forever. This is the Step 1, the smoothing primer. I think she actually, like in the favorites video that I was watching, I think it was the smoothing primer also that she recommended. Makeup Forever came out with a lot of these different primers, and I'm pretty sure hers was the smoothing primer too, but I'm not positive. But I chose the smoothing primer because that's what I like for my primers, and I love this little guy, and I've had this for so long. This is just like a little guy of it. I think you can buy the little guys. I don't think this was even a deluxe sample. I think I just bought the littler size to see how I liked it and save a little bit of money, and I still feel like I have a lot left because a little bit goes a very long way. This is a really nice primer. I'm not even a big primer person, but when people ask me about good primers, I say Makeup Forever. They're good. Okay, and then I feel like everything else in my little girl boss mug is going to be Colourpop and like some of her collabs that she's done. I bought a lot of her collabs from Colourpop. I've been really happy with them, but one thing, even before she did any Colourpop collabs that I had bought, she was constantly recommending the gel liners, their pencil gel liners, and I went out, I think I bought like 4 of them right away. Yeah, 4 of them. I bought 4 right away because I was like, I don't know, she was like raving about them. She had a whole video about not only the gel liners, but then also the pot liners, and she said she didn't like the pot liners, and I still ended up buying one, and I don't like them either, so I definitely should have listened to her there. But she really, really raved about the pencil liners, and I think they are amazing. They are so good. I'm constantly recommending them. I think they're like $5. I have the shades Besto, which reminds me of Central Perk, kind of that like burgundy type of shade. I have, this is Get Paid. The writing is almost completely off. This is Get Paid, beautiful rose gold metallic. I have it in my waterline right now. It's absolutely stunning. This one is in Maybe, which is a beautiful green. Sometimes I'll just wear this as like an eyeliner shade, and it just makes the eyes pop so much. And then also Crybaby, which is a lavender. I wear this a lot in my waterline, and people ask me what the white is in my waterline. It's actually this. It photographs kind of white, but it's definitely like a lilac lavender. Beautiful. Like, you cannot beat these liners. I think they are amazing. And then she actually did a collaboration with them, and she came out with her own gel liner, and I was like, yes, I'm totally buying it. It's called Mr. Bing, and it's such a beautiful, like, rich brown shade. It's so gorgeous. It's like a warm brown, I would say. It's gorgeous. I love it. I wear it all the time, and that one, ugh, such a good eyeliner. I love it. But then I have some lippies as well that she did in collaboration with Colourpop. So I think the first one that I got is Lumiere 2. So she came out with some Lumieres with Colourpop, and then she came out with this Lumiere 2. I think this is an ultra matte formula. It doesn't say. It's completely worn off again because I wear it so much. But there's what Lumiere 2 looks like. It's such a beautiful shade. I don't have the original Lumiere, but when I saw the Lumiere 2 in the Ultra Matte, I was like, ooh, I really want to get it because I really like the Ultra Mattes from Colourpop, and it's a gorgeous color. And then she came out with a collab and she actually released, I think it was these 3 satin lips and then also the Mr. Bang. I think she released them at the same time or around the same time, but I bought all 3 lippies because I was just so excited about it. So this first one is Alyssa and it's a beautiful like everyday pink shade. It's so pretty. These are all ultra satin lips, so they're just a little bit more comfortable than the Ultra Mattes. Really fantastic lippies, very long lasting, very pigmented. The other one she came out with was November, which is like one of my favorites. It's such a beautiful pink shade. It has almost like a little bit of a peach vibe to it. I love it. I think it's gorgeous. Almost like a bit of a darker pink as well. So pretty. I recommend that one all the time. And then the other one is 0.0, which is actually what I have on my lips right now. I think a lot of people are afraid of 0.0 or don't like it as much because it is definitely very different. It's like almost like a brown gray. But I think it is so cool. I mean, you definitely have to like shades like this in order to want to wear 0.0, but I like shades like this. I think it's so pretty. Like, this is probably my favorite from the collection, and I feel like a lot of people would go towards the pinks, but I went towards this one all the way. I love 0.0 so much, so I always recommend that as well. So these obviously KathleenLights made me buy. They're in collaboration with her. I think she did such a fantastic job. These the last 4 lippies were all the collaboration with Colourpop that she did. Those aren't the only collaborations. She's done other lippies too, and she actually just released 3 more new ones, I think. All of her like Aquarius shade. Those just came out also, which I think is so cool. But yeah, I definitely wanted to pick up some of these collaborations. I love being able to show my support that way as well. And yeah, she's just someone who, like I said in the beginning, I just love watching her videos. I like that I still find her very real, relatable, personable, and yeah, I was really excited to make this video on what she made me buy. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, but after these lippies, that's going to wrap it up. Alright, so that's going to be everything for my KathleenLights Made Me Buy It. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments down below, have you bought any of these things because of KathleenLights, or what else have you bought because of KathleenLights? I still have some things on my list that she's always recommending that I need to pick up. The first one being that RCMA powder. I definitely need to buy that. She talks about it and raves about it so much, and now so many people do. I know that I need to get that one, but let me know in the comments down below what KathleenLights has made you buy. If you guys would want to see more videos on the YouTubers Made Me Buy It, just let me know because I definitely have more people that I could talk about. I'll leave my videos for Jaclyn Hill and Carli Bybel down below as well in case you are interested. But that's going to be it for this video. I hope that you will subscribe before you go, and I'll catch you guys real soon in my next one. Bye!